Hello, all you amazing people out there above the world and beyond. It is the Gare Bear Review with your host, the Gare Bear. That is me. And no, we're not going to go over the Gare Bear, although that'd be weird. Why would that be a movie? But we are going to be going over Paddington Bear. Yes, a '90s classic, '90s '80s classic. So '80s and '90s kids rejoice because Paddington is finally on the big screen. Remember that weird talking bear with a raincoat and the rain hat? Well, guess what? He has his own movie now instead of his own books. Now, as a child from the '90s, as you already know, this actually caught my interest big time. Because I do remember reading his adventures from his books, having a stuffed animal when I slept when I was a child. It was awesome to see finally he actually came to light and actually had a movie about him, like an under 2 hour movie about him. And I could not have been happier to watch this. And it was actually really good. I was actually very shocked. Now, sometimes kids' movies can be a little bit weird and dumb, and well, most kids' films are because they're set for kids, not for adults like us or me. Whatever. I'm not a child. Anyway, well, yes, I was actually surprised because I actually went in, not reading reviews, but I actually went in going on Rotten Tomatoes and seeing how well it did. Now, Saturday night, by Saturday morning, I should say, it actually hit. It was actually what 80, 85 or 90 on Rotten Tomatoes. So I was actually really happy to see that people seem to enjoy it. I was actually happy to see people not just my age, but obviously another generation enjoying what I enjoyed as a kid. It was fun to watch. It was entertaining. It never really missed a beat. It had me smiling throughout the whole entire movie. It had me laughing throughout it. It was quite funny. And the thing is, the actual cool part about this was that they added in a really great cast here. You had Nicole Kidman who plays the bad guy, and then you have, excuse me, and then you have what's his face. Now, keep in mind, I did going into this film. I actually had a bit of a problem because it got pushed back at least twice. Now, keep in mind, this movie was supposed to be released at Christmas, but there was way too much competition, with Into the Woods and all those other, fun, all those other big quality movies, because this wasn't going to see the light of day after that. Other than that, like again, the cast is what I really loved about it. You had Jeffrey Palmer, you had Sally Dawkins, you had Madeline Harris, uh, Matt Lucas, Hugh Bonneville, fantastic as always, Julie Walters, and you had now, keep in mind why it was pushed back was actually because of they had to redo the they had to redo the lines for Paddington because it was supposed to be either Colin Farrell or somebody else was supposed to do Paddington. He was supposed to be and then they ended up picking up somebody else to do the role. I believe it was was it Colin Firth? I don't even remember anymore. But they ended up picking somebody else to do it, so they had to redo it and then reshot it. But it wasn't even just that. I mean, you guys probably saw the Christmas Rush. It was just horrible. There was no way Paddington was going to get its due during Christmas at all, if not once. But it is a kids' film, so you do get the kid aspect of it. You get a talking bear. I mean, who doesn't love a talking bear? I know I don't. I mean, Winnie the Pooh. Hello, '90s kid. Remember Winnie the Pooh. So yeah, I was really happy to see Paddington get its own shot. The writing was actually really good. The direction that they took it was really good. It actually followed the storybook. At least I think one adventure, or at least the main adventure, of him going to London, going to England for his first adventure. It was actually really cool to watch. What's also cool to watch is my channel, so make sure you guys do that. By the way. But yeah, so I definitely recommend this film, especially if you're a '90s kid like me. Like I haven't said it already, like about 1,000 times. You're probably like drunk by now if you're taking a shot every time I say, "Hey, I'm a '90s kid." Hey, I'm a '90s kid. Anyway, back to reality. Yes, I am a '90s kid. Shut up. So yeah, please stay on my channel. Again, I know I've been promoting this like crap recently because we're getting actually really close to doing it. I've talked to a lot of my friends. We are going to do a real fun gaming thing, co-optitude kind of deal like Felicia Day and Ryan Day. If you've never seen Geek and Sundry, uh, we are going to do some gaming stuff. We're also going to do other things as well. I'm going to talk to my resources. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Stay tuned as well for our next adventure because we're going to go back in time. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm weird. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to go to Project Almanac as our next adventure, I believe, right? Yeah, Project Almanac, because otherwise that would just been weird. Project Almanac is our next adventure, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Bye!